the Alto Digital Thundersport GP2s, GP3s and MiniTwins up next. Steve.
So the final race of the day then here for Thundersport GB, the Alto Digital Thundersport GP2. Connor Tagg is on pole position, looking pretty confident in the wet. Second, Liam Shelcott, can he get himself on the podium? Josh Daly's here, Ian Popplewell, look out for Rothwell and Palfreman also. Robin, back over to you for the final one. It's very wet here.
Thanks very much, Steve. Yes, it is very wet down there, isn't it? And one or two of the competitors, in fact more than that, fallen by the wayside. And so a slimish grid for the Alto Digital GP2s, GP3s and MiniTwins, but all the guys up the top end of the championships that are still riding are still there, and 100 Connor Tagg just makes the break, leans over. Another good start though, Steve, from Adam Palfreman, been really on it all weekend.
Yes, Adam Palfreman, by the looks of things, if he can have a good result here, will really be putting pressure on Josh Daly for second overall in the championship. So he's been quietly going about his business all season, and well, he's had a few podiums. Can he get himself a win here? Connor Tagg, whether it's dry or whether it's wet, he just seems to be able to really pull the pin and pull away. We are missing, as you mentioned, a few riders: Mark George, Aaron Hay, Mark Laws and Perry Goldstein not starting this race for one reason or another. I know Aaron Hay crashed in that earlier race, so it may have something to do with it, but yeah, not the biggest of grids for this one, but still big points up for grabs.
And we do hope that one of the series regulars, and indeed leading a series early on in the season, Riccardo Ballerini, will be back with us at some stage. He did pick up that really unpleasant injury at Anglesey, and hopefully will make a full recovery from that.
Yeah, and he'll desperately want to be back for Pembrey. It's his favourite circuit. He's, I believe he still holds the GP2 lap record around there, so he will want to be back for that. There's a bit of a gap now until we travel to Wales, so fingers crossed for him, but he has got a collarbone that's broken in about 9 or 10 places, so not for the faint-hearted.
No, absolutely not. Another T-Vigor. Here they come then, back towards us. Adam Palfreman really pressurising Connor Tagg for the lead, and there we see Liam Shelcott just ahead of Josh Daly. Liam Shelcott, of course, like his brother Matthew, travelling an awful long way for the racing, comes from Oban on the west coast of Scotland, the Tralee holiday resort, I think, up there.
Yeah, I can't imagine Snetterton and Pembrey will be the closest of venues for them to get to, but there we see Connor Tagg then being seriously pressured at the front by Adam Palfreman. Nice to see, but look at these conditions.
It's disgusting, isn't it? We started in sunshine, and my goodness me, the riders this weekend have been faced with just about every sort of weather that God decides to chuck at them. But, well, they're all staying on board, and Connor Tagg leads there. Josh Daly just nips up the inside through Agostini's of Adam Palfreman.
Right on the white line as well. You do not want to be going on that slippery paint line. Well, the thing is, I think Connor Tagg is going to try and get away now. You can see on the bridge there above us, there's a mass exodus, and who can blame them, of people on this final race. But Josh Daly smells a win. And, oh, these are the worst conditions we've definitely seen of the day, and even wet tyres struggle to cope in this.
Oh, absolutely. And one of the problems is, of course, Steve, once the track gets fully wet, it becomes absolutely glass-like, and the white lines can go underwater, and we know what happens.
Oh, and Josh Daly going around the outside at Corums. That's big and brave. Really big and brave, and he's managed to get up in the lead. Sorry to interrupt you there. In these conditions, that's really
fantastic stuff. I tell you what, there you see he's almost on the curbs. This is where it does become dangerous, when the water covers those white lines and gets on the curbs, and the riders don't really know where they are. One touch of that, and whoops, and over you go. But great effort from young Josh.
Well, we could actually, strangely enough, have one of the best races on our hands of the day so far. We've not seen too many scraps at the front for the lead. But these two, in the most horrific of conditions, doing a great job. There's Curtis Rothwell ahead of Sam Nicholson and Ian Popplewell, the 1, 2, 3 in the MiniTwins at the moment.
That's a good effort from Sam. He's he's picked up quite a few trophies in the MiniTwins, but I don't think he's had that many times when he's been racing up in second place. But it's a good little battle for them, as through the soggy lenses, cameramen doing their level best. But this really is awful, this weather. Josh Daly still just clinging on ahead of Connor Tagg, but they're on to Corums.
He knows that Connor's there now, so he's going to probably push a little harder, and they make their way around Corums. The weather can't really make up his mind. Oh, and it's a front end washout there, Corum curve.
And
well,
there he goes.
Luckily he's you don't want to get up before you need to, and there's no point going back and picking that bike up, Josh. You're not allowed to get back on that and race again. But yeah, typical scenario in the wet, and at Corum especially, with too much speed into there, you are going to lose the front end, and unfortunately for Josh, that's game over.
And that was adrenaline rush too, going back and trying to pick that bike up, but as you say, it's to no avail and to no purpose. You part company with the bike, and that's it, your race is run. There we see Poppy, number 17, Ian Popperwell, just coming out of Murray's and chasing towards the line once again. Oh, look at that spray though, as the last lap flag goes out, and I think there'll be a number of these riders very grateful indeed to see that. Connor Tagg though, well, this is it, isn't it, Steve? Immaculate weekend for him. Let's see him around Murray's safely. He's had 8 races, and this will be 8 wins. Has that ever happened in Thundersport before? Never happened before. He is a record holder at Thundersport GB. Well, takes the win there. Brilliantly done by the 16-year-old, and well, it's almost more dangerous after the race, just keeping the concentration going as he slows up. But a great win for Connor Tagg. Adam Polferman was 2nd, Ian Popwell 3rd, Sam Nicholson 4th, Curtis Rothwell 5th, James Robinson was 6th. And on the podium, there we see Connor Tagg flanked by Adam Polferman and Ian Popwell. And in the standings, well, Connor Tagg leads it from Adam Polferman, Josh Daly 3rd, Ian Popwell 4th, Riccardo Ballerini still 5th, and Marty Lennon 6th. Next up, well, the Mini-Twins, Ian Popwell taking the win. They're flanked by Sam Nicholson and Curtis Rothwell. Mini-Twin standings, Ian Popwell leads from Sam Nicholson, Wayne Bridges, Dave Polferman, Nathan Hutchinson and Lee Hutchinson. And GP3, good to see James Robinson up there as the GP3 winner. In the standings, Aaron Hay still leads from James Robinson, Ian Rayburn from Scott Dukes and Dave Hampton and Greg Greenwood.